Hi folks, my name is Imad Parkar and I manage Red Hat sales for the Gulf region at Ingram Micro. Today I have my colleague Mr. Anzar who will be talking about Red Hat OpenShift and Kubernetes. So let's talk to Mr. Anzar.
Hi, Matt. My name is Zanzir. I am a senior solutions consultant with overall experience of 18 years. I have primarily worked upon infrastructure and virtualization space. Today I'm here to speak about Red Hat OpenShift as a technology.
Why don't you tell us about Red Hat OpenShift?
Red Hat OpenShift is a comprehensive orchestration platform built on top of Kubernetes. And any container workloads which run on Kubernetes can easily be run on OpenShift and the vice versa. The beauty of this product is that you don't really work only with containers. If you want to run your virtualized workloads like virtual machines, it can cater both of these type of workloads under the same console. And Red Hat OpenShift is not just a platform which is available for the small segments. Primarily, it caters the large segments. Reason open source community has been working with Kubernetes for a long time, but Red Hat OpenShift comes with compliance support for all the enterprise grade infrastructures. So, in a nutshell, Red Hat OpenShift is a supercharged Kubernetes which is ready for enterprise.
Oh, that's great. So that sounds like Kubernetes made ready for the enterprise.
That is right.
Right. Now, could you tell me a bit more about what is it that makes the free version of OpenShift Kubernetes, or OKD that is known in the market, different from the Red Hat OpenShift that we have here?
So the open source Kubernetes has always been, very well known with the small setups, where you do a lot of developer testing, your developments. Most of the development infrastructure relies on OpenShift, open source Kubernetes.
Okay.
However, when it comes to running your production workloads, enterprise infrastructures cannot afford to run on open source, which is not backed by the support, which is not backed by the necessary tools. You will have to depend upon the third-party operators, development tools. But with Red Hat OpenShift, we bundle all the necessary tools inbuilt within the platform, and that's exactly why it is ready for enterprises.
Oh, that makes sense. So basically, you can have the free version if you just want to run around, but if you want peace of mind, you will have to go with the paid version.
Yes, and of course, it is a requirement for a compliance for more of entities which run the enterprise grade infrastructure.
That sounds great. Now that we understood the difference between the free version and the paid version of Red Hat OpenShift, could you elaborate a bit more on the features of Red Hat, or what is it that you think makes Red Hat such amazing product? Red Hat OpenShift, I mean.
Red Hat OpenShift is not only a virtualization platform and a container orchestrating platform. Instead, it caters multiple type of environments, right from your microservices, virtual machines, and AI workloads in the same platform. And while we see many of the competitive products, there is a large disruption in the market around virtualization. Customers are always looking for alternatives, and these alternatives which they are looking for should be future ready. And Red Hat OpenShift is one such platform which prepares you to run your workloads on futuristic microservices and containerized platforms. So you don't have to convert your workloads immediately. You can move your virtual machines as is on the same platform, run the platform as and when you are at your own pace. You can convert them and modernize your applications. And that's exactly why Red Hat OpenShift excels. And when we talk about flavors, the Red Hat OpenShift offers different platforms for each of the customer requirements. For example, for a customer who's only looking to run containers, we have something called as OpenShift Kubernetes engine and platform, which is on a container platform.
Right.
And if you want to run your virtual machines, we have something called as Red Hat Virtualization Engine, OpenShift Virtualization Engine, which is OVE. And if you are looking for a comprehensive platform, we offer something called as OpenShift Platform Plus, which comes in with your additional tools for monitoring and data operations as well.
So, as I understood, we have an OpenShift layer for each and every kind of a customer or every requirement, we can say.
Yes.
And with what you've explained, it sounds like it has made developers' life easier, or devs' life much more easier, as it
Yes.
was more, and it provides more control to them.
Yes.
Since we're already discussing so much about enterprise, and given your experience in the enterprise segment for the past 17 years, could you shed some light what makes OpenShift Kubernetes or OpenShift so attractive for enterprise customer, and what are the use cases?
Uh, Red Hat OpenShift is offering, it is required by the enterprises uh, to convert and transform their monolithic applications, the architecture, and it gives you a single platform to move and convert them into microservices architecture. So now, if you see most of our target customers and the customers who have been adopting this microservices is from telco or telecom providers and the banking, the financial institutions. They need this because their applications are evolving day on day. So they do a lot of development work. So they are the ones who want a compliant solution and a platform which is backed by a strong technical support team and also is open for the developers to use any of the open source tools they want to use and integrate.
So that makes sense. I mean, we have multiple flavors of OpenShift, and we have something that is ready for all kind of requirements. So that makes sense. Now, could you tell me about what does it look like for day to operation, and how user friendly is OpenShift?
Well, Red Hat OpenShift, it is extremely easy for the people who are just running virtualized infrastructure. Any administrator or any of your team who are very familiar with virtualization, they can run their virtual workloads on Red Hat OpenShift. For containers, there is a learning curve which is very minimal. Once you know how exactly the containers and microservices architecture functions, your team can be skilled. We offer a lot of support from our side with regards to trainings. And yeah, for the day to operations, we have a product called Red Hat Ansible, which does the automation tasks. You can feed in what exactly the information is, so that is helpful. And for the updates, for the lifecycle management, for monitoring, for the observability, we use a product called advanced cluster management, which monitors your clusters, your infrastructure, everything in a nutshell. So Ansible and advanced cluster management, these are the solutions which makes the administration easy.
So that sounds great. So it sounds like when you have all your products integrated properly, it's very much user friendly.
Yes.
Well, Ansible sounds like a very interesting product, and to shed further light on it, we would need our experts on it. We will have our colleagues who will be discussing this further. Thank you, Ansar, for having such an insightful session, and really appreciate it.
Thank you, Imad, for having me. It was
All right.
pleasure speaking.
It was a pleasure
and
speaking to
shedding
you,
some
Anzar.
light on the product.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Anmol Malhotra, a senior BDM at Ingram Micro Gulf from Red Hat division, and today we are here for a chat with our pre-sales expert Abdullah Mukadam, who will give us more insights about Ansible automation platform. Welcome Abdullah to the podcast.
Thank you, Anmol. My name is Abdullah. I am a pre-sales for Red Hat at Ingram Micro Gulf region. Thank you.
So Abdullah, let's start with the basic of Red Hat automation platform. What exactly is it all about?
Great question. Ansible Automation Platform, or AAP app as we know about it, it's an enterprise grade IT infrastructure automation tool. It can provision, configure, deploy servers. It can automate deployment of virtual infrastructure, cloud infrastructure, configuration of edge devices. Basically, you name anything, Ansible Automation Platform can automate those tasks. So rather than an administrator doing this manually, your Ansible Automation Platform will run a playbook which is in a simple YAML code, and it has the steps defined in it to perform those tasks. So it's like saving time of administrators. If you have repetitive tasks, that can be automated. So basically, it is an IT infrastructure automation tool which has security, scalability, uh, group collaboration of IT infrastructure teams all included in it.
So Abdullah, a lot of people start with free open source Ansible. So what is the major difference, or is there any upgrade when people move to Red Hat Ansible platform?
Ansible, just like all the other Red Hat solutions, is an open source product freely available. Okay, it's a great tool, but it is good for individual and small teams, because when it is implemented in enterprise, where will the enterprise go for support? So it is AAP, Ansible Automation Platform, which is actually a supported product by Red Hat. Apart from that, it also includes certified contents. Red Hat works with vendors like HP, Cisco, IBM, Palo Alto, F5. They create certified contents, they test it, and they provide these certified contents to be used with Ansible Automation Platform. So that is another advantage. These certified contents are available at the Automation Hub, which is accessible via Ansible Automation Platform and not the open source Ansible. Apart from that, Red Hat also includes role-based access control, which allows organizations to have collaboration of teams, specify permissions. So these kind of enterprise grade features are included in Ansible Automation Platform. And of course, for a very large enterprise who have edge locations, we have a mesh design which Red Hat supports. So for enterprise grade, it is Ansible Automation Platform. But yeah, there is open source Ansible, which is good for small teams or maybe an individual who wants to automate tasks.
So Abdullah, as we know that there is a free source option also available, right? But is there any particular feature from Red Hat Ansible platform that makes it stand out from the others?
Absolutely, there are features in the Ansible Automation Platform in the latest edition. Like for example, we have a generative AI agent inside Ansible, which is called as Lightspeed. So it is like using Lightspeed, an administrator can use AI to generate the ML code. Apart from that, we have a dashboard analytics where it will show you the automation task that you have executed in Ansible, how much time you have saved. So this is another one of the features which are available in it. Apart from it, we have automation mesh, we have edge automation, which can run automation at those locations, nearer to those locations. So yes, there are lots of features which are available for an enterprise as far as Ansible Automation Platform is concerned,
So
as
that-
compared to open source Ansible.
Okay, so that's almost like your Swiss knife for IT professionals.
Exactly. That's a correct analogy.
Okay, Abdullah. So I have heard a lot about event-driven automation. So can you just break it down for us?
Okay. Normally, if I want to automate a task, either I will schedule it or I will run it manually. Event driven automation takes a step further. Ansible, if it is integrated with other tools, it can actually wait and listen for an event to be triggered. An example of such a event could be a Dynatrace, which is a resource monitoring tool. If it is reporting that there is a resource crunch of CPU and RAM in a cluster of servers, it can generate an alert. We integrate Ansible with it, Ansible can be triggered that if this alert is received, immediately perform a certain task. It can be deployment of servers or opening up of firewalls or configuring of load balancers. So it is like no human intervention required. Normally, if there is a resource crunch, admin would actually raise a ticket, and then servers would be deployed, firewall would be configured, load balancers would be configured for the new servers. Here in this case, an event triggered will actually run an Ansible playbook immediately, because there is an integration between Ansible and Dynatrace, and it will automatically create a support ticket. It will automatically deploy servers, configure them, configure firewall, routers, load balancers automatically. So no human intervention required, and there is a lot of time saved.
So it's like automation on autopilot. So you solve the problem just before anything escalates.
Exactly. Rather than wait for an administrator to do something, event-driven automation will perform all the tasks automatically.
So to wrap this up, so what are some real world use cases for Ansible automation platform wherein the enterprise should invest on?
Enterprises use Ansible automation platform to automate everything basically. There are organizations which use Ansible to apply security patches. When there are no solutions to apply those patches, Ansible can do that for you. For example, Oracle VMs, there is no centralized tool for it. Ansible can do that for you. There are organizations which use Ansible for deployment of Oracle clusters, or there are organizations which use Ansible to secure the servers as per the compliance standard required. Like in banking, you have PCI DSS standard. All these things can be applied automatically. Ansible at times is used for compliance report. So if I have configured a server, whether it is following the same standards which were there previously applied on it. So it is everything what an organization is using Ansible for. Or in a very large enterprises where Ansible is there, it is being used to deploy servers, configure storages, security, apply patches, firewalls, load balancers. It is also used in DevOps team for CI/CD pipelines. It is integrated with OpenShift. When a new container is deployed, Ansible can be called to open up the firewall port for that particular container. So basically, from the start to the end, it is used in everything.
Incredible. So the customers can get a good ROI out of this.
Exactly. The return of investments is huge. You have a analytic tool inside Ansible interface which can exactly show you the amount of time saved for performing that particular task.
Thanks, Abdullah, for the insights. If you want more power with automation, I think Ansible platform is the key.
100%. Today, organizations want to save time, reduce complexity. Ansible is the tool to go. Thank you, Anmol.
Drop a comment if you have ever used Ansible automation platform. Please do like, comment, and share our video on LinkedIn. And please get in touch with us if you want any more information about Ansible or any other Red Hat product.